This is English shorthand dictation number 323 and the dictation speed is 120 words per minute. Ready? Start. The present writ petition arises out of the incident dated 5th of January 2021, wherein on a visit to District Firozpur, State of Punjab, the convoy of the Prime Minister was stuck on a flyover for around 20 minutes. Petitioner, an NGO which purports to work for advocates across the country and takes up causes that are in public interest, therefore seeks that this court take cognizance of the serious and deliberate lapse on part of the respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3 concerning security and movement of the Prime Minister of the country and direct the learned district judge Bhatinda to collect all official documents and materials from all possible sources pertaining to the movements and deployment of Punjab Police in connection with the visit at the earliest and produce the same before this court. The petitioner has also prayed that this court issue a writ of mandamus or any other writ, order, or direction fixing responsibility of the respondent number 2 and respondent number 3 and place them under suspension and further direct the respondent number 4 to initiate departmental action against the same. Petitioner contends that the incident constitutes a very grave security breach that could have had significant repercussions as it impacts the safety of the Honorable Prime Minister. Given the seriousness of the subject matter and the need to ensure a thorough investigation into the alleged lapses by the security apparatus, we took up the matter on the 7th January 2022 when we heard the senior advocate on behalf of the petitioner and the learned Solicitor General on behalf of the Union of India and the learned Advocate General for the state of Punjab, taking into consideration the arguments advanced by the parties with respect to the issues relating to the security of the Honorable Prime Minister and other related issues raised by them. We deem it appropriate for the time being to direct the Registrar General, Punjab and Haryana High Court to secure and preserve the records relating to the Honorable Prime Minister's scheduled tour of Punjab on 5th January 2022. We direct the Director General of Police Union Territory of Chandigarh and an officer of the National Investigation Agency not below the rank of Inspector General to be nominated by the Director General of National Investigation Agency to assist the Registrar General Punjab and Haryana High Court to forthwith secure and seize the records from the state police as well as central agencies. We further direct the state government of Punjab, including the police authorities, the Special Protection Group, and any other central or state agencies to cooperate and to provide necessary assistance in securing and seizing the records. We direct the Registrar General, Punjab and Haryana High Court to keep the records in his safe custody for the time being. The registry is directed to forward a copy of this order electronically to the Registrar General, Punjab and Haryana High Court, the Director General of Police, Union Territory of Chandigarh, the Director General, National Investigation Agency, and the Principal Secretary, Home, State of Punjab. In deference to the above stated order, a compliance report has been submitted wherein it has been stated that the relevant records have been received, seized, and secured. The same have been sealed and placed in the custody of the Punjab and Haryana High Court. On the previous date of hearing, it was also brought to our notice that the state of Punjab has constituted a committee to carry out a thorough probe into the lapses that occurred during the Firozpur visit of the Honorable Prime Minister. The committee, comprised of a former judge of the Punjab and Haryana High Court and Principal Secretary, Home Affairs and Justice, Government of Punjab. It was urged on behalf of learned senior counsel for the petitioner that since lapses in the breach of security of the Honorable Prime Minister are being seriously attributed to the authorities of the state of Punjab, the constitution of an inquiry committee by the state was nothing but an abortive attempt to become a judge in its own cause. The state of Punjab, on the other hand, has placed on record copies of the show cause notices issued by the Government of India, Ministry of Home Affairs, Internal Security Division, dated January 6, 2022, to various functionaries of the state of Punjab, including its Chief Secretary and Director General of Police. The show cause notices required the officers to respond within 24 hours as to why disciplinary action under the All India Services Discipline and Appeal Rules 1969 should not be initiated against them for their omissions and commissions. The learned Advocate General for the state of Punjab urged that the Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, has in a way already held the officers of Government of Punjab guilty of the alleged negligence and breach of security of the Honorable Prime Minister. He maintained that none of the agencies of the state government had committed a dereliction of their responsibility for the security and safety of the Honorable Prime Minister. Yet, there is a smear campaign to discredit the state government. All the same, the learned Advocate General for the state fairly offered that the state is more than willing to have an independent inquiry of the matter. We have heard learned counsel for the parties at considerable length and studied the provisions of the Special Protection Group Act 1988 along with the relevant contents of the Blue Book. The legislative scheme of the Act is quite comprehensive with respect to ensuring proximate security of the Prime Minister or a former Prime Minister or their family members, as the case may be. The Blue Book contains a clear and detailed procedure to be observed by the state authorities and the Special Protection Group to ensure full safety and security of the Prime Minister while he is touring a state. The additional object is to avoid any human error, negligence, or any willful omission or commission which may hamper or expose the safety and security of the executive head of the nation while he is traveling in a particular state. Any lapse in this regard can lead to devastating and serious consequences. It is not necessary for us to elucidate more on facts as the lapse regarding the breach of security of the Prime Minister during his visit to Firozpur on 5th January 2022 is not seriously disputed by either party. There is, however, a blame game between the state and central government as to who is responsible for such lapses. War of words between them is no solution. It may rather impair the need of a robust mechanism to respond at such a critical juncture. We therefore find merit in the submission the learned senior counsel for the petitioner that not only are the officers responsible for the above stated lapse liable to be identified, but there is also a greater urgency to evolve new measures that may ensure there is no recurrence of such lapses in the future.